Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about Harry and Meghan's date night at the Lakers game, and also whether Meghan is trying to morph into Catherine. There are many changes in Meghan. They've been taking place over the years, whereby she has made subtle and not so subtle changes to herself. Also, it was said that she was trying at one point to be a Kardashian, and another time she was trying to be like Beyonce, then Julia Roberts, even Cher at one time. It was even said that she was trying to look like Pippa Middleton before she met Harry, so that she could hopefully ensnare Harry, because she knew that William was out of the question, having just got married at that time. She is definitely looking very different nowadays from just a few years ago, even just a year ago. The most recent picture is showing her with hazel eyes. We know that Catherine has hazel eyes, which tend to be more green, and Meghan has also coloured her hair and straightened it. She's made it a lot lighter, very similar to Catherine's chestnut colour, and her hairstyle is practically identical and silky smooth and glossy like Catherine. And she looks to me as if she's even trying to create the similar expression, facial expression, as Catherine. And then you have the identical clothing, and it's fairly obvious. The thing is, a day later, she's totally different again. The hair looks a totally different colour, a different length, different texture, and so is she wearing a wig? Or is there more than one Meghan? Also, there have been times when her nose has been a completely different shape in photos, and those photos are days apart. That's the most baffling thing. It's a mystery for sure. But the media are putting it out there more and more now about the blatant jealousy of Meghan towards Catherine, and I think that they are noticing the changes. It's not just Meghan has changed though. Harry does not look like the Harry that came to London the other day. He looks heavier, and whose eyes change from brown to light blue on a daily basis. I knew someone who had grey eyes, which would sometimes look blue and other times green, but I've never known anyone with bright pale blue eyes who can have dark brown eyes the next day. I would say it's impossible. So it looks to me as if Meghan is wearing coloured contact lenses in this photo. Yes, they must be fun to play around with, but in Meghan's case, it definitely looks as if she's trying to emulate her idol. The photos were reminiscent of her when she first dated Harry in the early days of the Invictus Games, and this time it's very interesting to see that when the cameras were on them at the Lakers game, their special date, and the crowds were cheering them for a kiss, Harry moved in for a kiss, but Meghan pushed him back with her arm. Very interesting. Even actors would put on a display if necessary. It was obviously meant to show to the world that Meghan does not really love Harry anymore, and I think the reasons for this will soon be made more obvious to us all. She is starting her discard phase of him. She does not hide her distaste for him anymore. Things that many of us YouTubers were saying 4 years ago are happening now. We said that Harry would be set up to look like a fool, and there would be hints of DV, that this would be so that she could claim that she suffered in the marriage and then would have more ammunition to get a good payout, or even get him sectioned because she's appeared to have him set up so many times to appear insane. But the trouble is, she's also made herself look insane as well, so I doubt that she would be able to use that as a weapon. Some have even implied that widowhood would be attractive to her, but a sectioned husband would be even more so. This date night at the Laker game was them trying to be the stars amongst the common people. Meghan could not hide her delight at having the camera on them, and whilst they were previously all giggly and trying to let the cameras see how much in love they still are, the pushing away, although subtle, really didn't add up, because even actors would be able to kiss for the camera. This was done to show that things are not all rosy in the marriage. If she's hanging on to get as much as possible, and for Harry to get as much as possible financially from his father, that would make sense. That would be one reason for her to be subtly portraying Harry as an abuser, but sort of hanging in there. She'll say, I hung on as long as I could. So do you think she's waiting for her father-in-law to pass? I think she would know that Prince William as king would be 10 times more ruthless than his father, and they would be cut off for good. No financial benefits, nothing. So it makes sense that she would push Harry to try and get back within the family, which is what's happening. More and more I'm hearing that there are various ideas that Harry has as to how it could work, which he is trying to present to his father. I believe that it is Harry talking to his father's people most of the time, not Harry's people talking to his father's people, but Harry himself, or rather, whichever Harry it is, blue-eyed or brown-eyed, talking to King Charles's people. In this photo, it looks as though Meghan's mother is on one side and Harry's grown-up son on the other. Wow, didn't Archie grow up fast? He's taller than his father now. And then in this photo, Meghan is looking as though she's sorting out Harry's hair for him, trying to cover up the bald patch. I'm sure Harry is loving every minute of that, making him feel that his mummy is ruffling his hair. And in this picture, we have the ever-familiar rictus grin. Meghan showing her legs, which she said go on for miles and miles and miles. I have no comment about that. I will not body shame, but she is wearing a beautiful pink short suit, which I think she took the label seriously, which is why it looks as if she's just rolled out of bed in it. Yes, linen is supposed to be crumpled, but there's nothing wrong with ironing it first, letting it get crumpled rather than screwing it up in a ball or sleeping in it before you wear it out for the day. Anyway, I digress. The company creates clothes that are supposed to be worn during a mushroom trip. And I don't mean putting on the wellies and walking through the field to collect mushrooms for your dinner. I'm talking about the other type of trip, which Meghan definitely looks as if she might be having along with Harry. What do you think? But I think that label will probably sell many more now because of Meghan promoting it. And you would think that it was probably designed just for them. So let me have your thoughts on this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.